Okay, everyone. Hello, 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 and welcome. This is week 3 of BU220 and Principles of Marketing. This is BU220, week 3, Principles of Marketing. This week is the first week of the simulation. And so I am in the simulation right now. Unfortunately, we'll see how it goes. Let's just put it that way because it's hard for me to navigate the simulation as a student. So we will see how it goes. So as you can see, there's a presentation here. If you want to review the presentation, I just opened up the simulation, went right in. This is someone else's, a student's actual simulation, but I can look into it. A couple things. Let's look at. So the only thing that is due on Thursday is the start decision. That's this particular decision. And you're able to put in your company name and provide insight. So if you want to if you want to know whether or not you've completed everything the way that it should be completed, you can click on decisions, go to decision summary, and this is what you're supposed to be submitting. It should look exactly like this, okay? So if you've completed the start decision, you will see it here, a start decision, and then you'll see something that says next. That is what you're taking a screenshot of. You are taking a screenshot of this decision summary. Please only take a screenshot of this. So again, when you have finished everything, you've entered everything, you've saved it, you would go back to decisions, decision summary, make sure you're on the correct decision, the correct period number, which is right now we're only at the start, and take a screenshot of this page. Now, if you go to past, the past decision is probably only going to show you when we were playing around or something like that. So anytime you have an issue and say, for instance, you forget to take the screenshot, you can always, again, go back to decisions, decision summary, and click on that period number of the decision that you need. So if you receive a message from me when I'm grading, say, hey, I see period 2, but I don't see period 3, or I see period 1 and I don't see the start, you can just simply come back here and click on it. So I really wanted to share some insight about the new shoe simulation. It really is a game. There's not much to it. You are entering information over and over again for the same areas: corporate, home marketing, domestic marketing, and then in a few weeks, I think around week 5 or 6, you'll be able to enter decisions for the global markets. So this is really important. What's also great about this simulation is that it shows you how your company is doing. For example, next week, we're going to be talking about the break-even analysis. You can actually come right to the simulation and see how your company is doing and what it takes to break even. For this particular company, it's going to take them selling their shoes at $122.16 for the home to break even, or domestic, $75.76. So it really shares with you what's going on, and this can change. Now, based on the decisions they made last time, it's different from this start decision. So this means that as you're going through the new shoe simulation, you're able to click on the different period numbers and see where you stand. So as you're entering numbers, this is what it looks like basically. So I am in the decision right now. It's giving me the opportunity to enter my numbers. It starts you with $900,000. I can either maintain that or I can change it. So what I recommend is as you're working in the new shoe simulation, do not make more than 1 to 2 changes each decision period, because then you won't really be able to get a good idea of where your company is headed and where you need to make changes. So right now, I might change my product development budget to $1 million. Now, remember in the week 2 assignment, one of the questions was about your product development budget. So hopefully you already researched that and you're able to say, hey, my product development budget, I already researched this for my industry, for my group of my target market is about $1 million. So you're going to enter $1 million, okay? Then my price right now, I'm trying to reach a higher, let's just say, a higher income group of people. Now, if I go back to my notes from last week, let me see. I said that I was looking for professionals ages 29 to 49, making 50 to 150,000. I believe that they can probably afford a little bit more, so I'm going to put $175 for my shoe price. Advertising, well, advertising takes a lot of the budget out of the budget, so I'm going to keep it with the 1.5 million. Consumer promotions, I'm going to leave it there. Salespeople, I'll leave it there this time in dealer promotions, because like I said, you don't want to change too much. I changed 2 things. I changed product development and I changed the price, okay? And then you can click save, and then that will save your decisions. I'm not going to save these because this is not my simulation. I'm playing around in a student simulation, but you're going to click on save. Okay. So that's it. Then, like I said before, once that's saved, you're still in that decision tab. You're going to click on decision summary. When I go to my decision summary, obviously this doesn't look at like what I just put in because I didn't save it. But if you save it, those numbers that you saved will be put in here. It would say 1 million here and it would say 175 here. So the decision summary start, that's what I just completed. This is what you need to take a screenshot of and submit. Now, there's 2 ways of doing this. You can take a screenshot of this and put it in a Word file and save it. And then when you finish the second decision, which is period 1, that's due on Sunday, you can put them, save that in a Word file as well, put them both in the same Word file and submit on Sunday. You do not have to submit on Thursday. You have to complete it on Thursday, but you do not have to submit. It's entirely up to you. So this is where you get to the decision summary. It should say decision summary at the top, and for this case, the start. And now keep in mind, and it says right here, period 0. So start is period 0. I don't know if you caught that or not. Right there. You're currently viewing results and decisions for period 0. This week, period 0 and period 1 are due. Another tidbit of information as it relates to the simulation is that you can only make 1 decision at a time. The decisions are due on Thursdays and Sundays. So that means period 0 is due on Thursday. The simulation automatically advances Friday morning, so you will not have access to the next period until Friday morning. Same thing with Sundays. When Sunday advances, you will not have access to period 2 until Monday morning. Okay, so you can only complete 1 at a time. The great thing is, after you've done all this, and once the simulation updates, you can now see how your company is doing. So right now I'm all green pretty much. Well, that's because I haven't really made any decisions yet. But you want to see how your company is doing, how we're doing in return on sales. Again, that was from your week 2 assignment. How you're doing in revenue and profits. That was again from your week 2 assignment. How are you doing on customer satisfaction? We haven't gotten there yet. So you have to wait until, like it says, the next period, I'll be able to see how I'm doing customer satisfaction. Remember, in week 2, you determined what you wanted your customer satisfaction percentage to be. And this goes over all of the colors and what they mean. So I have another video that I created that takes you through how to analyze your results. But I really want to take a few minutes just to show you how to input. So it's really quick. I mean, you saw me do it. I believe it took about 5 minutes. And that's it. So I really wanted to go over that as it relates to new shoes, because there's always a question of how do I do it? How do I print the screenshot? You just go to decisions, decision summary, and there's the screenshot to let me know that it's finished. And it always has the current period that you finished, and it says next, because that's what's upcoming. So that is how you work the new shoe simulation. And like I said, I would not recommend that you guys make more than 1 or 2 changes, because it'll impact your dashboard and how you're doing with your company. So right now you're starting off in the green. I made a change to the price, and I made a change to, I believe it was product development. And then I'll see how that impacts my dashboard. Okay, so I wanted to provide an overview of that, and then I'm going to move on to the other assignment. Any questions on new shoes, making your start decision that is due on Thursday?
No, so far I took a look, I looked at it, and with the other as announcement to me right now, I think I'm on page.
Okay, great. Okay, great. That's wonderful to hear. But I did want to take the opportunity to do another video in this live lecture, because I guess you can't have too much information.
No, no.
Right?
That would be really great, because it keeps us on point. For me to get my assignment done, I had to go through the resources, watch the videos you provide, listen to all the ones you put in the assignment. That's the only way, because I'm zero background with marketing. So to get to the top, I'm doing all of this to see what.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. And a lot of students in this class are not majoring in marketing. So that's why I really try and put as much out there as I can. So it's pretty easy. As you saw, it takes about 5 minutes to put in those decisions. You save it, and then you come over and take that screenshot.
Excuse me, the decisions that we put in is just this exact one we started from discussion from assignment 1, assignment 2, the names of our company, the
Yes.
things we choose to do, like the last week one, everything we did is what we're putting in here. But you said don't make too much adjustment, huh?
Yeah, well, see, let me backtrack there. So what you're entering here is numbers. So let me see if I can go back. Let me see if it lets me go back. Hold on just a minute. That may or may not let me go back to show you. Okay, there it is. Kind of, sort of. That's not the screen I wanted, but that's basically it. So what you're doing is entering, let me go to the start, maybe that's why. There we go. So what you're doing is you're entering numbers here. Do you see that? So it's not exactly what you did in weeks 1 and 2, but rather you are entering the name of your company, which you created in week 1. And then, like I said, from week 2, the week 2 assignment, there was a question about, or there was a part where you're supposed to talk about the product development budget. So you can enter here what you came up with from that week 2 assignment. And then if you kind of know, or gather from that week 2 assignment of a pricing a range. You can choose, you know, put something here as well. So that's basically it. So what you're going to notice about the new shoe simulation is that it's really about numbers.
Mhm.
We'll get into the creative parts in the other assignments, the creative part of marketing, but this part of this simulation it really tries to show you how the numbers impact the creativity side. Does that make sense?
Sure.
Okay. Yeah, so that's what you're doing. Like I said, I wouldn't enter more than, like I said, this product development here and the pricing, and then I would save it.
Okay.
That's what I would do. Okay, so now I'm going to go into the assignment for this week, the second assignment for this week, which is the ad. Okay, so bear with me here. I'm going to the ad, this is one of my favorite assignments.
Your picture is cute.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, this is one of my favorite assignments. I like to get creative with stuff. And I know I made a couple of examples, so I'm going to pull up one of my examples here. This is not the best example. I have another one that's better. I'm going to start with this example though.
Okay.
But I have another one that's better. And hopefully while I go through this, I can find my better one. Okay, so this one, let me see. This is one I had already created. It was called Majestic Shoes. And what I want you guys to get out of this particular example, and there's many different ways to do this. This one's pretty plain, but there's many ways to do this, is to basically show what your shoe is all about. Number one, the brand name, which is Majestic Shoes. Number two, what it's for. It's for people with sore feet, hurt feet, or tired feet. And how am I addressing that problem of sore feet, hurt feet, or tired feet? I'm providing comfort, support, pain relief, and it's also stylish. And then I also give you a slogan, Majestic Shoes, the magic of a comfy shoe on your feet. So the goal here, and when you look at the assignment instructions, I'm going to pull that up. Hold on just a minute. I'm going to share that one. So the goal here, I should have put it in here. Is to create an ad. Oh, that's the wrong screenshot. This is showing you how to do it. But the goal here is to create an ad that, hold on, let me pull up exactly the criteria. That was not it. There it is. Okay, so the goal here is to create an ad that fits this criteria. Where you share the features and benefits for the consumer, why the product will make the consumer's life better. You're going to have images of the product there.
Really?
Yes.
So where do we get an image for a shoe image or picture?
Sure, you can go to Google.
Okay.
Yeah, I can pull one up for you now. Let's see. What type of shoe are you selling?
My shoe is for classic professional, like the nurses, the women in profession in particular, comfy shoe.
Okay, so you can click on images here.
Yep.
And then if any of these appeal to you, or you think they're kind of what you're talking about, then you could use these.
Yep.
Like this is a cool one too. That's
Yep.
kind of an
Yes.
athletic shoe, but it's kind of comfortable. You can wear it at
Yes.
work. Yeah.
24 hours shoes serving you home, work, gym, everywhere.
Yeah, that one's cool. I like that one.
I
I think
like
they
that
kind of,
too.
yeah, so that's basically all I did. And you can see here, I just wrote comfort and well, this is Bing, but you could do it in Google as well.
Yeah.
Comfort athletic shoes for women. Then I click on images, scroll down, and yeah, there it is. And then you can right click. You should be able to, yeah, it's a bigger picture. And then you should be able to right click and save it. I don't know if I can do that because I'm in Zoom, but normally you can just right click. There you go. Save image. And there you go. Okay. So that's how you get that. So those are the types of things that I'm looking for as it relates to this assignment. And I'm going to see, hold on just a minute, if I can pull up one other example, because I've made quite a few ads. Canvas, Canva. And I even have a video where I take you guys through, and I think I posted it already, how to create an ad in Canva, which is a cool app. And let me see if I can find my ad in Canva. All my designs. Here it is. Yay. Okay, so I'm going to open that one up for you. Share screen. Okay, there it is. Can you see it? Majestic shoes. So again, I took that same type of concept about majestic shoes and I enhanced it a little bit. Same concept. Do you suffer since this time I just did standing on your feet all day, chronic foot issues. Sorry, chronic foot issues. And I put the magic of comfy on your feet, majestic shoes. You see the picture up here. So I'm addressing the picture. I'm addressing what the issue is for consumers. Why are they going to buy it? Because it's made out of memory foam, which means, you know, as it fits them. It has some soft orthotics. There's various colors and styles. So that's another way that you can do the ad. The first one I showed you was in Word. This one is in a design format through a platform called Canva. So essentially whatever works for you. But that's what I'm looking for. I prefer this one myself because it's more colorful. The Word file had a lot of white space. This looks more like an ad to me. So that's what the goal is for this week as it relates to your ad. Any questions about that?
Yeah, when you said one of the question, less is more.
Mm-hmm.
What do you expect us to do with that? Like we don't have to put too much words, but
Yeah.
less.
Yeah, as you can see here, this is about the maximum amount of words that you want.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have a lot. I've got the, like I said, the logo, or not the logo, the logo, or the name of the company. I've got a logo here. I've got one, you know, a few words here explaining the shoe itself, and then a few words here explaining why the consumer would buy the shoe. And I even share a little bit about the money back guarantee. So simple. And I also have a picture up here. So simple is best. So it's not a paper, you know, it's an ad. So I want people to kind of think about, if I look at how many words I have here, 1, 2, that's 35 words, my whole ad. So, you know, no more than I would say, you know, you can get to 40 if you need to, 40 or 50, but you want it to look nice, neat, clean, crisp, and just share the details. You're not sharing here, oh, I'm trying to reach people 20 to 25, or you're sharing what the problem is and how you're going to solve it with your shoes.
Okay, so this is just all about the second assignment, the commercial, the ad.
Repeat your question. I'm not clear on that.
Okay, I said this is just what you want us to get the visual
Yeah.
picture
Mhm.
of what we're talking about. We'll put it in picture.
Yes, yes, exactly. Yeah. So, yeah, this is an actual, you can pretend this is something you would see in a magazine
Mhm.
or on a billboard. Yeah. So, it's a visual representation of your brand, what it represents, and what your consumer would see.
Exactly, that's what I was going, a visual representation
Yes.
of what you're saying.
Yeah, exactly. So, that's why it's less words and more,
Mhm.
if I was a consumer, this would pique my attention a little bit because
Oh
I kind
yes, it's a very beautiful.
of
I was thinking you got that from a presentation like PPT, but it's so clear and beautiful.
Oh, well, thank you. No, I created it. So, this is my creation.
That's a lot of work for those of us that are not into art, but we'll do that.
Yeah, yeah. It doesn't have to look like mine, but I was just giving you a, example.
Okay.
So I wanted to create something, so students can kind of see what I'm looking for, and they can, do things differently, of course.
Okay.
But just to give you an idea of, especially when I say less is more, you can see
Mm-hmm.
less words is
Mm-hmm.
more. So that's it for this week. Our discussion this week,
Consumer privacy.
yeah, is about consumer privacy.
I
What do
was surprised when you were talking about something else. I'm like, okay, let me just wait.
yeah.
Maybe I can get.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Thank you for that. But yeah, so our discussion this week is about consumer privacy issues. And we'll be diving more into that because you guys will be creating uh, a memo for your consumers to kind of share with them how you'll address privacy. So I'm not going to deal too much with that today because it's an ongoing theme throughout the course. But yeah, consumer privacy issues is a discussion. I've gone over, which I think is very important, how to enter those decisions in new shoes, how to save them, and how to create your ad. So I think you guys have a lot to do. So, do you have any other questions for me?
Not much, but I just wanted to ask you if you remember to mark my work because I was checking like, oh, do I have problem with it? That's why you've not marked it.
I'm gonna stop the recording and then we're gonna talk, okay?
Okay, sorry.
Oh, no, 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 that's fine. I just don't want this recorded. Okay, class, so thank you so much for your time. This recording, it will be available for those who could not make it, and have a good day.